Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very interesting video for you, and this one has to do with the entire discussion happening around Gamergate and Sweet Baby Inc. and all of that stuff, but from a different standpoint. It has to do with monetization, or in this fact, demonetization on YouTube against certain YouTube creators. Now, to be very transparent, I have not experienced demonetization regarding conversations around Sweet Baby Inc., not yet anyway, but I have experienced plenty, if not, I think every single Stellar Blade video has been demonetized on my channel, but that doesn't mean that it's not happening. And now we have another example of what happens when you get your censorious overlords at YouTube deciding to want to quell the conversation around a particular party.
This sucks, man.
So we have an article here from Fandom Pulse with a headline that reads, "Pop culture experts Vera Dark and John Trent demonetized for talking Sweet Baby Inc. video game controversies on YouTube." Now, I don't know if I would call them pop culture experts, but they are pop culture creators for sure. And it really does suck to see what happens when people like this get demonetized around these certain conversations. I have, however, I will say this really quick before we get into the video. I will say that I have experienced a massive drop in views regarding the situation because I'm assuming that I'm not going on to the algorithm. Well, actually, not even assuming. I know I'm not, because if I look at the Sweet Baby Inc. videos, they went from going recommended on YouTube to now all of a sudden not going recommended at all and just being viewed by my subscribers. So it's very interesting to see that massive drop on those videos, and it leads me to believe that, yes, there is something going on in the background. So let's get into this article, guys, from Fandom Pulse. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. It says the Sweet Baby Inc. drama has gotten even crazier. The executives have taken to social media and to their mainstream media control platforms like Kotaku and PC Gamer to try to paint gamers as harassers for criticizing the woke influence on video games. But now it seems they've gotten to big tech, as YouTube is demonetizing multiple channels who are reporting on the video game DEI topic. Now, ever since Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came to public prominence, Sweet Baby Inc. has been under scrutiny by gamers for their influence of destroying beloved characters in the name of diversity. It was followed up with a Steam list, Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, which highlighted the game's influence by the company. Company employees immediately complained about this, which propelled the controversy to its current levels. I think complaining about it is putting it lightly. They openly attacked Karutas, okay? Let's just call it what it is. Let's not dance around the bush, because let's be real, they don't dance around the bush when they write their articles about gamers. They throw every word under the sun, every single buzzword they possibly can, they throw it at gamers. So let's not dance around the bush and say that they got a little upset. No. They attacked people. They openly attacked people left and right on Twitter, and they came after the Steam curator group, trying to get it canceled, trying to get the creator canceled, trying to get his Steam account banned, all kinds of things they tried. And then now they're trying to play victim. It says last week, the mainstream media tried to run interference for Sweet Baby Inc., gaslighting gamers by claiming that the video game company didn't have the impact people thought that it did. They tried to paint the entire situation as right-wing conspiracy, as is the usual playbook with the Access media. This led to many comparing the situation to Gamergate, as the media ran interference for Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian before. Well, no, that's exactly what's happening. That's 100% what's happening. It's not like, oh, it's a comparison. No, it's one-to-one exactly what's happening. They are following the same exact playbook that got them into Gamergate 1.0 to begin with, and they're starting it off strong and right away, because they know the faster they could get ahead of it, the better the end result will be for them. They want to make sure that people think Sweet Baby Inc. is some innocent fucking company that does absolutely nothing. They're just a company of 19 employees that do absolutely nothing. They just sit there and they're hired and they're innocent and all this up. Stop it. We all know the truth. And they're not alone. There's multiple companies out there that do the same exact thing. It says, however, the next level of suppression has been activated by YouTube. Vera Dark, a popular video game streamer and commentator, mentioned her YouTube coverage was demonetized as she was streaming with ex-user Karutas Rambo, the purveyor of the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected list of video games on Steam. She posted along with a screenshot saying, "YouTube sure doesn't want people to talk about Sweet Baby Inc. My conversation with Karutas Rambo was demonetized." Ominously, Vera Dark replied to one commentator saying, "It's only one stream, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's worrying. They could do a lot more of this in the future. It turned out Veridoc was right to be worried, as later John Trent, editor-in-chief of that park place, has his video on Sweet Baby Inc. demonetized by YouTube as well. John Trent showed his video on the Trent Report and posted, "It looks like YouTube is soft censoring Sweet Baby Inc. discussion now. New video about a former Bungie lawyer was immediately demonetized. Attempted to re-upload and change title, still demonetized. Can we get this issue resolved?" They're not going to resolve it. They're not going to resolve it. I made the same video on that lawyer and I didn't get demonetized. Just an FYI. I want to be very transparent here. I did not get demonetized, so it could be the way that you titled it. It could be the way that you thumbed it. It could be the way you spoke in the video, for all we know. But ultimately, YouTube is going to actually attack this kind of stuff. They're going to demonetize this stuff. I would be more concerned with suppression of reviews and lack of recommendation than the actual monetization itself. Just being real with you. The monetization doesn't mean suppressing the video. I've had videos, for example, all my Stellar Blade videos have been demonetized. Every single one of them. They never made money, all demonetized, but they got tons of views. So it doesn't mean that they necessarily suppress the videos. What's happening now is that I'm noticing Sweet Baby Inc. videos are getting massively suppressed on the viewership side of things when they weren't before. And let's be real, it's still a hot topic. It's still trending. There's no reason for it to be suppressed the way it is, except when someone decides to turn off a button, let's say, over on YouTube on a certain topic. So it doesn't shock me in the slightest. He then followed up posting, "Confirm that Sweet Baby Inc. is indeed being demonetized now on YouTube, at least on my channel for new uploads. Just re-uploaded and changed headline to remove Sweet Baby Inc. and was approved for monetization." Oh, that's interesting. There you go. Confirm. That's interesting. So again, maybe. I mean, I've never experienced it. When I use Sweet Baby Inc. in my videos, it always gets monetized for the most part. So I've never personally experienced it, but maybe for his channel was personally targeted by YouTube. That could be a thing. We do know YouTube has done that in the past, so it wouldn't be too shocking if they're doing it now. It says, oddly, John Trent uploaded his Sweet Baby Inc. video game commentary a second time, and this time he did not receive a monetization restriction, which highlights how fickle and untrustworthy the YouTube algorithm can be. Regardless, once with Veridoc would not have been one thing, but seeing 2 points of censorship means that YouTube is likely manipulating the coverage of video games, Gamergate, and Sweet Baby Inc. going forward. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Let's be real. People like this, Kim Belair, they have big friends over at organizations like YouTube. YouTube uses the same kind of consultancy firms that the gaming industry does. It's no shocker, right? Like, we know that's going to happen. And come on, it's Google. Google is the ultimate censorious overlord on the internet. Have you ever tried using their search engine? Come on, we know that this is going to happen eventually when a topic like this gets around. And this is a very hot topic, like I said earlier in the video. There is no reason for these videos to not be getting the views that they are getting. Zero. Like, these videos are absolutely hot topics right now. We know that people are talking about Sweet Baby Inc. We know that people are talking about Gamergate. We know gamers are upset and people are trying to get the discussion out there. People are trying to get the word out there. So, of course, companies like YouTube are going to try to suppress the word, because something like this is not a good look for their companies. It's not a good look at all on the YouTube side and on the gaming side. It's just not a good look. These companies are so obsessed with DEI, they're so obsessed with the overall agenda, that they need to absolutely make sure that the word doesn't get out as much as they can within reason. They just can't straight up ban you, because then that would make it obvious what they're doing. These people like to work in the shadows. They like to manipulate, so they're never going to do things up front. They're always going to do things in the background. So don't be too shocked if you don't see this to happen more, because let's be real, it's going to happen more. YouTube will do this more as time goes on. I can promise you. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.